Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So, gang, this felt like kind of like an urgent urgent reading or emergency reading, should we say? Because today there's meant to be a few let me Google it 1 second. There's meant to be a few planets aligned, and then I knew about this at the beginning of the year, and then funny enough I kind of forgot about it, and then I see my friend post something about the planets aligned today. So I was like, oh yeah, the planets, man. And then I just quickly run outside to see if I could see them, and I'll upload some stuff what I saw, but I don't know. You can't really see it, man. The light pollution in London sucks, man. Um, so today there's meant to be okay, 1 second. So the planets aligned today. There's meant to be Mercury. Oh, sorry, there we go. The planets that are meant to be aligned today, there's 7 planets meant to be aligned: Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Um, can be best viewed on January the 25th. So there's like 7 planets aligned, right? There's 7 days of the week, and there's 7 chakras, right? So I'm life path 7 as well. So 7 might be a significant number in it. Um, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know, but it felt like kind of like um, some urgent. Felt like emergency reading in it. If that made sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit you guys up. Just remember, it's gonna be a general reading, so only take what resonates for you. And remember, it's gonna be a timeless reading as well. So when you come across this video, it's for you as well. Send you guys some blessings, peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, health, healing, forgiveness, joy, and acceptance. Right. So yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. Like I'm saying, it's a great time to be alive because most of these planets aligning and shit, and the eclipses that we've had, they're like once in a lifetime to experience, right? So yeah, stuff's happening in it. And then I was speaking to my cousin as well. Shout out, cuz, who's in Canada, and I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, the energy's actually felt. I felt like I've got a lot done today, if that makes sense. And my energy's actually felt alright. But yeah, let me stop rambling. We're already 3 minutes in. You and your loved ones are safe. So try not to worry about what is appearing externally. Everything is happening as it should. And I know it sounds so messed up because everyone will experience this, but grief and people passing away is only the physical vessel that is passing away. The energy and essence is still going to be there. Obviously, it's natural for humans to grieve and feel loss, right? But people are never actually really gone, if that makes sense. Yeah. I know, but yeah, listen, grief is a lot in it, but that's coming from the ego point of view. The ego is trying to hold on to things, right? But when you're coming from like a loving kind of place, right? Um, we're all one, and nothing actually really dies. It just gets recycled and then kind of respawns, should I say, reincarnation, right? So nothing actually really ends. The next card is nothing is set in stone. So yeah, nothing is set in stone. Sometimes we may think something is going to be a certain way, and it has to be this way when this is not accurate. And you may think something's going to play out a certain way, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be so. um, some of you may need to become more flexible. Some of you may be very rigid in your thinking or ways of being, if that makes sense. And you're kind of not letting yourself yeah, you're being rigid. To some of you, maybe in your masculine energy, and you may need to kind of balance out your masculine and feminine energy. The next card is, what do you need to release? So what do you need to let go of? And funny enough, like I'm gonna hit the collect. I'm gonna use the release cards, surrender as well. These cards during this reading as well. So yeah, what needs to be released? What is holding you back from becoming your true self or getting on the right path? Sometimes you may need to let friends, family members go and relationships go to move to the next level. Remember, not everyone is going to where you're going. Yeah, if that makes sense. And it's sad, man. Sometimes, because yeah, you grow apart, friendships change, you grow and evolve, and yeah, things just change in it. That's the whole thing about life. Life is constantly energy is constantly changing and evolving. You know, you can't stay stagnant, because anything that's stagnant is technically dying, right? Stagnant energy. So yeah, you need to observe your life and have a look at it and see what you need to release to then proceed to the next level. The next card is step outside your comfort zone. So yeah, you need to step outside your comfort zone and go yeah, take risks. And that's also the card says North Node, right? So your North Node is where you want to be heading in this lifetime. Your South Node is your previous lifetime, where what you feel comfortable in, if that makes sense. So if you feel comfortable in not being center of attention or not speaking your truth, right? In this lifetime, you're probably gonna have to speak your truth and be center of, not be center of attention, but be seen, right? Because me, I like to work in the kind of shadow. It depends. Sometimes I can be extrovert or introvert. I can jump between the two. But sometimes, most of the time, I like to work behind the scenes, if that makes sense. If I'm doing certain things, I don't know, certain things I like to be at the forefront, right? But if I'm doing certain other things, I like to be in the background, if that makes sense, and not be seen and not speak up. But where's my North Node this lifetime? I think my North Node in this lifetime is in Aquarius, I think, and my South Node was in Leo, right? So with my South Node being in Leo, Leo likes to be kind of they're quite ego based in a way, not like in a bad way, but it's all about they're from the heart center and their ruler is the sun, and it's more, and they're kind of like center of attention, me, I kind of thing, if that makes sense. And yeah, so yeah, check out your North Node, man. Check out your North Node, and a lot of my generation, I'm a 90s, right? A lot of our Pluto was in Scorpio, so that's about death and rebirth, right? Let's keep it moving. The next card is show the world the real you. So that was just like I was saying. You may want to not be seen, right? But you're being guided to be seen and be your authentic self. Remember, like, you're unique. There's only one you, right? So embrace that. Some people may find it difficult if you're, I don't know, have different beliefs than the rest of your family or friends, should we say? Because yeah, it can be difficult. Say for instance, you come from a religious household and everyone else believes in something that you don't, not believe in, but it just doesn't resonate with you. They're gonna see you as different, right? And you're gonna be classed as the black sheep and the rebellious or disobedient one, and yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so just be real, just be your authentic self, right? Don't let your past hold you back. So yeah, don't let, everyone's got a past, right? But you can't live there, and don't let your past be like a life sentence, right? Just because you messed up in the past, right, it doesn't mean you've messed up forever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone messes up, and it's about learning from your mistakes. As long as you're not repeating the same pattern, then you're cool, right? But yeah, that's also is that the same? Yeah, that is coming from that's in the same line as what do you need to release, right? So some of you may need to release some of your past, which is holding you back. Yeah, which is holding you back. And funny enough, that's the south node, right? So we have the north node where you need to be going, and that's the south node of where you came from, right? And then the south node is what you need to release. So there's something that you need to release from your past. It can be a past relationship, a past life, but something from your past needs to be let go for you to then proceed forward. Some of you also may have energy cords or stuff you need to let go from past lives, right? Which is kind of filtering over into this lifetime. So whatever you feel comfortable in is your south node, and you want to be moving out of that, if that makes sense. So stepping into the uncomfortable, even though it's not easy. The next card is it's time to release negativity. So yeah, you need to let go of things that is no longer serving you, negative thought patterns, negative things that you're putting in your body. I'm getting more negative thought processes or outdated beliefs, right? You also may need to set boundaries. So if you like, boundaries is actually very healthy and it's very positive, right? I never really had boundaries, so I'm learning boundaries at like big 35 and all that, yeah. So but there's no like it's only learning. We've come to the earth plane to learn, right? And some people some people are in cycles and they repeat a lesson will keep repeating until the lesson has been learned, right? And you have like people that's in their 60s and 70s still repeating same lessons, right? But this lifetime is very important for us to learn and master the lessons, right? For like in the for an example, I've had lessons back to back, literally, like since fucking Jesus. Yeah, since a kid, I've had lessons back to back, constant, right? And I'm not mastered them, but I'm kind of overcoming them pretty fast, right? Like life lessons, they take lifetimes to master, but in this lifetime, we're kind of on the fast track because we've got to be on job, right? And we've experienced this all before, right? And we're just reliving it, and we've had our consciousness like wiped. You know, when you're born, you get your consciousness removed, right? You're on a blank slate to a certain degree, and then we're remembering who we was, if that makes sense, who we really are. All right, cool. And it's going to be the last card for this one. Have faith in your dreams. So have faith in your dreams. And some of you may need to make a practical plan for your dreams. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to go? And also, no, nothing is too big, right? Don't set limits on yourself, right? For your dreams, like you can have anything you want as long as you put your mind to it. You can achieve it, right? And also, I've been speaking to a lot of people right now, and as I call it, I say we're in like kind of no man's land. Like we're literally in like as my bro said, we're in uncharted territories, right? So we've kind of never been here before, and things that are taking place in the universe, right? Like stars aligning and stuff. We've never been here before, right? So it's gonna be you may find yourself not knowing what you want to do or what direction you want to take, and just feeling a bit lost at the moment because we're kind of navigating the unknown at this point, right? So yeah, we've got to just go with it and ride it out because things will change. Try not to get too attached to what's going on in the 3D realm as well. There's been so many distractions, and there's going to keep being distractions to keep you plugged in to the 3D, right? Like as soon as like literally you can say, oh, what's it called? Is it Gregorian calendar, the Matrix, right? As soon as the Gregorian calendar, New Year started, it's just been back to back, just one thing after the other, right? So, but the New Year is actually in March 21st. So yeah, we just got to ride it out till the New Year. All right, things that needs to be released or what you need to surrender to. You need to surrender to your passion. So whatever you're passionate about, you need to go for that. Don't let things get in the way of you stopping to find your passion, right? So if you like, I don't know, drawing, painting, singing, dancing, skateboarding, and your work's getting in, just using it as an example, your work's stopping you from doing your passion, you need to kind of maybe find a new job that can help you work around your passion, if that makes sense. And one thing is, yeah, if you can work doing your passion, you're not actually working, if that makes sense. Yeah, just to let you guys know. So if you like working with kids, or if you like children and you're working with kids, basically you're not really working, is it? Do you get me? The next card is surrender to setting limits. So you need to set limits with people. Yeah, some people may be very draining on your energy, and you need to kind of set boundaries, and there's only so much you can do. Just be mindful, because there's some people out there that will take, especially if you're a giver. So be mindful of that, right? And set boundaries. Yeah, it is very important. And learn to say no as well. Also, I need to learn to say no as well, but it's a work in progress, right? The next card is surrender your fear of change. We're changing constantly, man, and change can be very scary, man. But it's about stepping outside of your comfort zone. You can still be afraid and fearful, but you can still make them changes and step forward. Yeah, all you got to do is put one foot in front of the other and just take the steps that you've been guided to take. The next card is surrender the idea you can fix someone. So you need to let go of the idea that you can fix someone. The only person you can fix is yourself, right? So if you're thinking, oh yeah, someone's going to change, and they're not changing, dude, actions speak louder than words, right? So if someone wants to change, or someone wants to be in your life, yeah, they will be so, right? Not they're making excuses. But yeah, you can only change yourself. The next card is surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from being open, from opening your heart. So yeah, being intimate is about being vulnerable, right? And that's where we're going. We're kind of need to learn to be more vulnerable. It's not easy, and being intimate is like being able to be open and sharing your I don't know, not just being genuine in it, and being able to let people get close to you, right? Because a lot of people are guarded. Yeah, just a lot of people are guarded, man. If you've had what's called bad relationships in the past and stuff, you're gonna be guarded, man. But it's about being able to be vulnerable with yourself and others, man. Because the more you protect yourself and the more you have barriers up, you're not letting out anyone in, if that makes sense. And then it can be really lonely if you're on your own, trying to protect yourself, right? By trying to, like, obviously you got to be a good judge of character, right? And just because someone may have treated you bad in the past doesn't mean everyone's going to treat you bad, right? The next card is surrender to the wisdom of your body. So your body will tell you what it needs. If you need rest. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body. If you're feeling drawn to, like, I don't know, your body will tell you what you need. If you need rest. And your body will also tell you what kind of foods and what you're lacking, if that makes sense. So be mindful of that. If you're feeling drawn to, like, chocolate, you may need iron or something like that. Or if you're drawn to, say for instance, you have to Google it. Whatever your body's drawn to in, like, crappy foods, um, there's there's always a better alternative. So if you're thinking, let me just use the chocolate as the example. If you're feeling like you need to eat a lot of chocolate, you instead of milk chocolate, try dark chocolate, because dark chocolate's got more of the mineral that you need. I think it's iron. I can't remember what mineral it is, but yeah, there's alternatives, right? If that makes sense. The next card is surrender to complete healing. So yeah, you need to let go. And what's stopping you from healing? Like, also, we don't ever actually become completely healed, right? But we can become more healed, if that makes sense. The healing is just a journey, and it goes round, and we go round and round, and then we get lessons that repeat, and it depends if we're going to react the same way as we would in the past. If you react the same as you did in the past, then there still needs to be growth. If you react different, or you be able to take a step back, then there's been growth, if that makes sense. And don't be too hard on yourself if you feel that you're still in the same place as you was, like, I don't know, 21 on the clock, as you was previously, man, because we're just learning. And then the next card is surrender to obsessive thinking. So you need to let go of obsessive thinking. Try to distract yourself if you feel that you're being kind of that might be energy cords, but if you feel that you're kind of obsessing about something, try to write it down and try to release it. I'll also see what the card's saying as well. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will bring you clarity and even resolve the problem. So yeah, try to also write down what it is. Like, there's always pros and cons, right? If you're Some of you may have like addiction problems, if that makes sense, like obsessing. There may be some codependency there as well. Yeah, but yeah, that's all the guidance that can be given today, gang. If you feel the reading resonated, hit the comments and let me know. And also let me know what's popping for you in your journey, man. What's coming up for you currently? Send you guys some blessings, because we're all in this together, and we're all going to be experiencing different things, right? So yeah, anyway, gang, I'm going to hit you guys up real soon. This was like an emergency reading, because I don't know, I was just guided to do it real quick anyway. So yeah, I'm going to hit you guys up real soon anyway. Peace, love and light, tribe.